I want to talk to Caswell Franklyn. Caswell, you are a very smart man. Brilliant, actually, as far as your interpretation of the history of Barbados and trade unionism and other things. But on some issues, I will be willing to debate with you. You are completely wrong in your interpretation of the totality of the body politic. Politics is institutional. Um, in large democracies, very rarely, independent individuals win general elections. They just don't. And even when they do, they are not outliers. They have to align with political parties. I live in the United States. Mostly independent politicians align with the Democrats. Very rarely do they align with the Republicans. Very rarely. So I would say to you that in a parliamentary democracy that adheres to the Westminster system, it is very rare, Caswell, that the totality of the political system is individualistic. You know, the people of Barbados expect that the candidates will either be from the two ruling mainstream parties, Democratic Labour Party, Barbados Labour Party. When politicians have stepped out to go on their own, it has been catastrophic. They have not even, I mean, it was almost like a waste of time. Yeah, they espoused democratic ideals, but no one was going to really vote for them, send them to the House of Assembly. Because the perception of the masses is that if you're out there, even as a backbencher, even being elected in the mainstream party and as a backbencher, that you're really not going to be able to get too much done as far as roads, repairing of homes, different things. Most the perception is that typically ministers, members of the cabinet, are able to get those things done. Um, as far as I see it, um, you vote with your pocketbook. You vote pretty much with your pocketbook. All politics are basically very very local, and people want to know that their politicians are not crossing over, um, that their politicians are not political Judases, and when they do, people do cross over, as in the case of the last two politicians from the Barbados Labour Party who crossed over. It's career ending. Wouldn't even make a dent on the pages of history as far as where they would go. Atherley and now this guy, Ralph Thorne, wouldn't even be footnotes on political pages because they really contributed nothing legislatively. In order to really contribute legislatively, you need to be working within the framework of a political party, um, within the framework of a manifesto, um, things like that. You would need to have at least understood cabinet papers and how policy works, and without that, you're just urinating in the wind. You're urinating in the wind, and it all falls back on you.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.